right. Dr. Oz has been endorsed by President Trump. Dr. Oz was a popular TV personality. He's no longer a TV personality. He's on the campaign trail in Pennsylvania. And he seems to be relatively well received locally in the area. A lot of his events, huge turnout, a lot of enthusiasm. There's just a lot of participation. People are involved, very involved in the process, and they're interested in what Dr. Oz has to say. Because Dr. Oz on the campaign trail appears to be a completely different person than what was, seen on TV. He's a completely different person, and at least on Twitter, this endorsement is not being taken that well. You got feds like Jack Posobiec railing against Dr. Oz. You got even the election wizard, who's a homie, does not appear to like Dr. Oz, and Anomaly, who's a totally thin-skinned bitch, he doesn't like Dr. Oz. A lot of people here are just, they're not about this Dr. Oz character. Me personally, I don't really like Dr. Oz. I find him to be an untrustworthy individual. He, in my opinion, is a charlatan. He's a phony. His medical advice is what the kids would say is sus. He's very sussy. And I could go on. Again, somebody who's really, warm and fuzzy with the Obamas, with Oprah, etc., is not somebody that I particularly trust. But we also got to look at this from another point of view. Many people online, President Trump still has insane amount of support. He is likely going to be the nominee. I predict that he will be the nominee. He used to be a Democrat. He used to rub shoulders with the Clintons. He used to, rub shoulders with Oprah. He's been on Oprah's show numerous times. He went on Howard Stern numerous times, and he's always been a lively, relatively funny guy. But his political opinions, I don't know how much they've changed, per se. It seems, according to people who are a little less politically savvy than myself, like Robert Barnes, suggested that, he was on Twitter and he would follow Alex Jones. He would follow, Steve Bannon and some of these other populists, Rush Limbaugh, etc. And he would just, basically, say what they've been saying and package it in a way that's easily digestible for the average voter. And it seemed to have won him the White House. But it also, people like myself, all the trolls, all the, the PP, the frog guys, we did our part as well. But, we're looking at Dr. Oz now. Should we not extend him the same courtesy and give him the benefit of the doubt? I mean, that's just one way to look at it. I don't know if people should. I guess my opinion doesn't really matter all that much because I don't live in Pennsylvania, so I couldn't vote for him even if I wanted to, or I couldn't not vote for him even if I wanted to. So we got this letter here from the Save America page, and it says, let's just read the first part of it. This is from President Trump. This is all about winning elections in order to stop the radical left maniacs from destroying our country. The great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania has tremendous opportunity to save America by electing the brilliant and well-known Dr. Oz for the United States Senate. I have known Dr. Oz for many years, as have many others. Even if only through his very successful television show, he has lived with us through the screen and has always been popular, respected, and smart. He even said that I was in extraordinary health, which made me like him even more. Although he also said I should lose a couple of pounds. Very funny, Mr. President. He is a graduate of Harvard University and earned a joint MD and MBA from the University of Pennsylvania School of Medicine and Wharton School of Finance. He has authored more than 350 original publications, written 8 New York Times bestsellers, and received patents for developing medical devices that have improved countless lives and performed thousands of life-saving heart operations. Okay, well, that's all good. Honestly, he makes a point about winning elections. One of the other individuals that's running against Dr. Oz is like a total phony baloney neocon type. The Dr. Oz is kind of like an out there person. And I don't see enthusiasm for any of these Senate candidates except for Dr. Oz. And Dr. Oz did work with President Trump under his administration. He actually, Dr. Oz was just recently fired by the Biden administration, him and Herschel Walker, for no reason. because they have an R after their name, because of their their role, or because of their activities on the campaign trail. So Biden gave him the boot, and Dr. Oz is loyal, and President Trump likes him and trusts him. I think just fucking roll the dice, man. So roll the dice. But yeah, I mean the right wing Twitter is just losing their mind over it. Let's read some of these comments. The big MAGA accounts hammering Trump over Dr. Oz have been waiting like snakes in the grass to put the knife in Trump's back for a long time. These accounts have been banned from Twitter for a reason. Don't fall for it. I don't know about banned, but yeah, I think that's partly true. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, there's all kinds of stuff. A lot of it really negative. Dr. Oz is garbage and David McCormick is worse. That's the tweet. Trump's endorsement of Oz was weak, but knowing how he endorses, it's not surprising that he chose the lesser of two evils with a chance to win the primary instead of propping up someone solid but lesser known. There likely is nobody. Yeah, Trump world goes into meltdown after Trump endorses Dr. Oz. Trump endorses Dr. Oz in Pennsylvania Senate race. The media is enjoying Trump's endorsement of Dr. Oz. Never interrupt your enemy when he is making a mistake. Napoleon Bonaparte. I don't care who he endorses at Dr. Oz. He's not from Pennsylvania. He doesn't care about us, and we won't vote for him. I'm an independent conservative voter. I can't vote in primaries in PA, but I'll vote third party in the general election if he wins the primary. Don't let PA be used. You know why Trump loves holding his hate rallies? It's the only place where Trump isn't the stupidest person. Oh, please. I shouldn't have read that. Let's see. I believe that... no, we already read most of that. Hey, GOP primary vote. Dr. Oz supports abortion in cases of rape, incest, and when the mother's life is at risk. He opposes heartbeat laws, arguing babies' hearts are not beating in the womb, but just sending electrical charges. He also doesn't believe life begins at conception. John Pooper is like a left-wing shill. Anomaly. Oh yeah, the thin-skinned bitch. If you want to see why MAGA is rejecting Trump's Dr. Oz endorsement, watch the videos on Jack Posopic's timeline. Jack Posopic is a Fed. I don't know why people like Anomaly likes to talk this big game, like he's like this huge Christ guy. He's this huge populist. He's this rah right wing dude. You made the cheesiest pro-Trump song. It's like I love Trump, but I would never do something so fucking corny. You rode his coattails for quite some time until it became inconvenient. And you talk about he pretends to sound like me, but he simps for like Tulsi Gabbard, who's a communist, by the way, wants to ban guns, open up the borders, and replace people like me. So he simps for the people like that. So Anomaly is not someone to be trusted. I mean, I'm being honest about Dr. Oz. I would probably begrudgingly vote for him and support him and not make a big deal out of this, and just give somebody the opportunity to prove themselves. He is an outsider in politics, and he does have a really great chance of winning. I don't know if this reaction is going to translate into real world consequences in terms of winning in the general election, but it's very likely that he'll pull it through if he wins the nomination, or if he wins during the primaries and gets a nomination. He's likely to win in the general election as well, just because he is a popular figure, insanely popular. Even though people like myself don't trust him, don't like him, don't consume his show, I think a lot of regular Americans that do, or that live in Pennsylvania, it's possible that they're going to turn out in large numbers to vote for him. Maybe even out of sheer curiosity, just to see what he's going to do. Because this is, much like Trump, he's never held public office, but he's advised, the government. He might be a very unlikely ally. I mean, just look at, let's look at some of the other people that ended up riding Trump's coattails, and they ended up being disasters, like Dan Crenshaw. This is somebody who openly mocked and hated Trump, and then all of a sudden he was pro-Trump when it was convenient. And now he just acts like the election in 2020 happened exactly as it was reported, and he's a stooge for globalism and shit. Ron DeSantis, he was also vehemently anti-Trump. He was very skeptical of Trump. And then, of course, the only reason why he became governor was because of James O'Keefe and because Trump dragged his ass across the finish line. That's 100% true. He ended up becoming a really good and important governor. And again, this is somebody who he had a little bit of experience in politics, and he rose to the top essentially, and now he's a household name. What else do we have here? What the hell is Trump thinking by endorsing Dr. Oz? That guy is a deep state vaccine and abortion supporting hack. Oh boy. Inside Dr. Oz's shameless flip flop on abortion. I don't know what's this guy's name right here. Who's this man? I don't know who that is. In 2018, Dr. Oz said that the real pandemic is guns. Oh man, I don't know if that's true. I'm gonna need a source, but probably is. Oh no, he's hanging out with the spirit cooker. Yeah, I don't know, man. Oh fuck, dude. Plain and simple, there likely is nobody else to endorse. And if this guy was friendly with with Trump and he made some kind of deal, it's like, yeah, dude, I'll be totally loyal to you, bro, I promise. And if his word's good enough for Trump, then fuck, I don't know, man. Oprah, the one who made his career, refuses to endorse Dr. Oz. Even she knows he's awful. First off, fuck Oprah. She can go fuck herself. Let's see. Scoop. In light of the Trump endorsement of Dr. Oz, Stephen Miller has jumped ship on David McCormick. Okay. This would be my criteria. This would be my requirements for somebody like Dr. Oz. If I was close in advising Trump, I would be like, look, Mr. President, we're going to endorse Dr. Oz only because he might be the only individual in this Pennsylvania Senate race that's viable to win. And but we got to ask him some questions first. Given that he's Turkish, this might seem a little offensive. We need to ask him, did the Armenian genocide occur? And if he says yes, it's like, all right, tweet about it. Let's get it in writing. And I want you to @TYT Network and let them know that you as a Turkish individual are an ally to the Armenian people and that you yourself have never denied that the Armenian genocide happened as it has been described in historical texts, and that anybody who denies the Armenian genocide or has denied it as an adult, like @Jink should feel very ashamed, for lack of better words. And yeah, that's really about it. I mean, it's really the best we can expect from Dr. Oz. I mean, fuck, bro, I don't know. This is pretty bad. I mean, you can spin this. I'm just not trying right now because again, I don't work for President Trump. But if I did, I'd figure it out. Can only hope for the best. The less Democrats, the better. I guess that's one way to put it. People want to call him the Romney of PA, but it's like this guy's never held office. He's never been given a chance. Just give him a chance. It can't be that bad. But you never know, given his, business practices and some of the nonsense claims. Dr. Grande, another fellow content creator, really talented content creator, really funny guy. He had some pretty negative things to say about Dr. Oz, so that's always made me skeptical of him. And then, of course, he just wants to jump into politics. So I don't know. I feel like a lot of PA voters are going to just hold their nose. They're going to hold their nose when voting. It's probably what I would do. Let me know what you guys think of this endorsement. Man, it's tough. It's tough, man, because I'm conflicted. But again, people's minds change. People's hearts change, sometimes very quickly. Again, in 2016, prior to 2016, I was a Bernie bro. I was a Bernie bot. And luckily, I didn't make any like pro Bernie content or any of that cringe. But I was those things, and I've changed. And I would hope that people like myself who continue to change their minds and become open-minded and start engaging with other people with differing views are welcomed, and they're treated with respect and kindness. So we can only grow, this movement of political dissidents who just don't want to be abused by the federal government anymore. So yeah, I'm curious what you guys think. Peace out.